Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing y'all how I made this closure wig, glueless closure wig. So yeah, if you're interested in learning, then keep watching. So let's just get right into it. The first thing you're gonna need is obviously your wig cap. This is what you're gonna sew your tracks onto. I got the regular spandex dome cap, and this one was $1.99. The next thing you're gonna need is a dome head. You can use this or like a styrofoam one. Mine has been through some hard times. Do not judge her. She's been through bleaching processes and all of that. And it is 22 inches. So yeah, and then the hair obviously is what you're gonna need to sew it onto the wig cap. I'm using 20, 22, and 24, all Brazilian straight. And this is the closure. I already like bleached the knots. This is how it came. I didn't pluck it or anything yet. So yeah. So with my wig cap, I actually tried something new, and I kind of made it so that I can sew this part of the wig cap to make the wig cap smaller. So what I'm going to do is I kind of folded it over, and I'm just going to sew that, and then I'm going to end up, sewing on the closure. So here I'm just measuring and seeing where I'm going to place the closure. I usually put it a little bit in front of the wig cap. So as you can see, I sewed that part down, and it's nice and flat, not really bumpy or bulky or anything. And I'm just going to sew the tracks right around it. So I'm getting ready to put on the closure, and I usually just put it in a ponytail or whatever to get the hair out of my way. So here I'm showing y'all where I lined the two lines up on the dome cap with the closure. I kind of put it right over it, and then obviously I place it a little bit further in front of the dome cap, pin it down, and then I pull it as tight as I can in the back to make it super duper flat. This is kind of one of the hardest parts, because sometimes it is hard to get closures flat on the cap, but if you just pull it nice and tight, then it'll be, flat. So when sewing on my closure, the first stitch that I do, I put it all the way through the wig cap, through the spandex part and everything, and then I put it up through the closure. And when I knot it, when I pull the needle through, I put it in between the thread and pull it that way, and then I make a knot like that so that it's not moving or anything. And then I begin to stitch, and I don't make any type of knots when I stitch. I literally just loop it through, and I just keep looping it through until I get to the edge, and then that's when I make another knot. So it isn't much footage of me actually sewing on the closure, because there was a huge knot in the thread, and I literally had to keep yanking it to get through the cap and the closure or whatever. But you basically get the gist of what I'm doing, and here is where I'm finishing up the closure or whatever. I'm just still looping it through, and then at the end, on the last stitch, I go through the whole cap again, and then I'll wrap the thread around the needle before I pull it all the way through, and then make a knot, and then I'm done. So yeah, here's where you can see me kind of lifting the cap so I can get the needle through all the way through the cap and through the closure, and then I'm going to wrap the thread around the needle, and then knot it one more time, and then I'm done with the closure. This is the finished product with the closure. It's very, very neat, very nice and flat. No lumps or bumps, no anything. It's very tight on there, so it's not going anywhere. So now you want to take your longest bundle, and you always put the longest bundle at the back. Just going to undo it, show y'all how pretty it is or whatever, and then I'm going to get ready to sew it onto the cap. So first I kind of measure out the track along the back of the wig cap, and then I just pin it, and literally I just start to sew it on there. The same way I sewed on the closure, only I don't put it all the way through the cap. I literally just put it through, you know, the first layer, and then I put it through the track, and I pull it through the thread. Like you saw me put it through the thread, and then I knot it. So when I pull on the track, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving or anything. And then after that, I just loop it like I did the closure. I just loop it all the way up into the other side, and then that's when I make the knot and flip it over. And y'all, don't get discouraged if you happen to get a couple knots in your thread, because that happens to me a lot, especially when you make your thread really long. It's kind of bound to get knots in it, so just try to avoid that, or just, you know, you just gonna have to yank it through like I kind of been doing. But don't let that stop you. Just keep on going until you run out of thread. So as you can see, I put the needle through the track at the end, and I just wrap it around the thread around the needle, pull it, and then make another knot. And then I literally just flip the track over, and then when I do flip it over, I put the needle through the track again and pull it so that it's like really flat. And then I just continue the same thing throughout the whole wig. And what you're going to see me doing with the needle sometimes is I'll take the needle and I'll kind of like pull the hair down that I put, like kind of pulled up when I was, you know, threading it. As you can see, I'm just trying to like pull the hair down, and then I just continue to sew.
This is a Be Chill production.
Okay, so as y'all can see, this is one full bundle. This is the last bundle. I don't remember the inches, but it'll be on the screen. I sewed the whole bundle on, so I'm getting ready to do the second bundle. But as you can see, this is where I ran out of thread, so I'm just gonna show y'all. Yeah, I'm doing the tracks relatively close, just because I like for my tracks to look, I like for it just to look like, you know, close together and not too spaced out. And I do usually end up being able to fit all 3 bundles, and this is only a closure, so I have a lot more space than I would with a frontal. So I'm gonna try to get all 3 bundles and not run out of hair. But yeah, this is how it looks. This is my stitching or whatever. It's not perfect or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty tight. Yeah, it's kind of like self-explanatory. I'll probably maybe come back when I'm like closer to the top, like when I get to here maybe, then I'll show y'all, because basically I'm literally just doing the same thing. I'm flipping the tracks over. I don't cut them. I might not cut them until I get up to here, honestly, but I've just been flipping them over, and when I do flip it over, I stick the needle through the track and through the cap, and then I make a knot, and it makes it really flat, and then I just keep going like that. So yeah, so I actually just want to show y'all this before I continue. I got up to that part where I kind of like fixed the wig cap focus. So yeah, now I'm about to put the track literally right in front of it, so you won't be able to see this. It won't be like lumpy or anything. And yeah, I'll probably come back when I finish the wig. So I finally ended up finishing the wig. This is what it looks like. Very, very pretty. It's very long, 24 inches. The last clip will probably just be me showing y'all the hair. I'll have all the information on this hair on the screen and also in the description. But yeah, this is how she turned out, and I'm in love with her. She's so pretty. So like I showed y'all before, it was actually last night when I showed y'all the finished product of the wig, but this is her. She's so gorgeous. So I'm just about to put it on. So I'm just gonna put this wig under there. Hopefully you can't really tell, but I want the part, like, obviously you can tell that I have a black wig cap under here. I want the part to be more visible. So even though you can kind of see the wig cap, this is how it looks. So I'm literally just about to cut off the lace right here.
This is a Be Chill production.
So I'm actually not gonna glue this down because I really don't need to, but I'm just gonna bring out some baby hairs. So this is the finished look, y'all. This wig is very, very full. I ended up using all 3 bundles. This is how much hair I had left from the 3rd bundle, which is nothing. This could probably make like a bang or something. But yeah, this is the hair. I don't have any edges out because right now my hair is blonde at the moment. Y'all know I usually wear my baby hairs out, but my hair is not black, so that's not gonna work. But yeah, this is the hair. This hair is very like silky smooth. I love it. Oh, and my shirt says me sarcastic never. This is just like a little chill shirt. But yeah, I love how the wig like has the layers and stuff in it. I didn't cut it at all. But yeah, this hair is very, very nice. And this is my first closure wig in a while. I kind of actually like sold all my closure wigs. So yeah, I'm excited to be wearing this one because closure wigs are just so much easier than regular wigs. You can just throw them on and go. Yeah, and as y'all can see, it's not glued down and you can't even tell. But yeah, thank you to Allove Hair for sending me this hair. It's freaking gorgeous. Hope y'all learned something in this video about making like a closure wig or whatever. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.